A what a rally, right? Right, guys? What a rally! Yeah, the rally continues here on pre-market prep at the close. You know what to do? Hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. I got Joel with me. We got a half hour left in today's session, so let's talk about it. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Yes, Joel. Everything is trading up. Of course, not everything is up, but it feels like every day. I say that every day, by the way, but it really does feel that way. Everything is higher, does it not?
Second 4-day winning streak of the month,
Hey,
and we have been higher in 9 of the 11 last sessions. One was a down day of less than a handle, and the other was a whopping down day of 5 handles. We've added 450 handles since that 41.63.5 close back just a few weeks ago, and now working on the 4,600 handle, trading at the highs of the session, up 57.50 at 46.20, top 550. The high 46.26.50. I doubt it will remain there. And boy, oh boy, we're this 4,600 handle was kind of thin on the way down, and it kind of looks like it's thin on the way up. As far as liquidity goes, crude now $6 off the low of 98.44, only down a buck 22 at 104.74. Gold, that's off the lows too by $33, but still down 21.50 at 19.23. Silver trying to get back over 25, but still down 27 cents at 24.93. Bitcoin maybe affected by the hack a little bit, potential, and let me put a capital P on that. Potential double top here at Bitcoin at 48,400. This would be basis the futures, and Ethereum. That's having a better day than Bitcoin. That's up $29.50 at 34.63.
yeah. So a lot of news going on today. Biggest crypto hack in a hot second here by Axie Infinity. Their platform got hacked. The Ronin network, $620 million stolen in a breach there. But as you said, Joel, it really doesn't seem. I mean, Ethereum is up today, so doesn't seem to be affecting that at all. I want to talk about what happened at the Open. Did you see what happened at the Open today? Because a lot of crazy things happened. GameStop and AMC popped so much that when they dropped, they went limit down. That's how much they had gone up. They went limit down. But those were not the only stocks. I mean, a lot of them. Really does seem like pick a chart, any chart, it doesn't matter. Pull up a stock, and they went up on the Open today. I mean, someone just threw in the chat ONON. That went up right off the Open. I'm gonna go from the chat just like to prove my point. Sundial did not. So there's one. Robinhood. Well, we can talk about that in a second. That's had a big day in and of itself. But what happened on the Open, Joe? Maybe the GameStop and AMC were the craziest opens, but it was far from just them two.
I just think probably, short, whoever's still short this market, probably got some immediate calls on the Open and said, "Hey, we're bringing you in." And, as opposed to waiting, like sometimes the margin calls happen later in the day. If it's something that had, if there's a big overnight move or something, then they'll call you in right away. They don't care. They'll just put those orders out at the Open, and that's probably what you had. And just bringing them, reeling people in, and that's what you. One possible reason, GameStop and AMC are their own animals, but that's the best Best answer I can come up with.
Yeah, pretty wild stuff there. But like I said, it wasn't just limited to those two. You can go to what feels like any stock, um, from everything from tech to staples to financials. We just had this huge pop at the open on a lot of them. A lot of them came back, and some of them didn't. Robinhood, Joel, is having. Maybe you can tell me the last time Robinhood had a day like this. It's up over $3 today. It's up 26%. When is the last time Robinhood had a day when it was up 26%? I'm going to go ahead and say it was the day of the
Yeah,
cruise.
I just gonna have to say. Yeah, that's what I would have to say. That would be my best guess. I mean, adding pre-market trading is the
Well,
news.
they already have trading starting at 9 a.m. So all they're doing is going a little earlier in the day. They're letting people trade as early as 7 a.m. now, um, and the after hours market. I don't recall what they used to have, what they currently have, but now they're going all the way through the close through 8 p.m. But yeah, so that's the news. They're extending trading hours for pre-market and after hours. I'm sure Dennis is thrilled today, but it's again having its best day since the crazy day where it went to 85.
And also with this one, really didn't participate in the rally. Actually, as the market has grinded higher over the last 4 days, this actually backed off. Had a winning day yesterday, so once again, lulled into complacency there, and they're thinking, "Hey, we don't have to worry about this because this isn't going over $14, right?" And lo and behold, you got the open. You got through 14, and then you know what? The buyers, the momentum. Once again, we talked about why things like this get going. Not only AMC or GME, but hey, the volume starts to pick up, and after trading 11 million on Friday, 12 million on in yesterday's session, it was probably at 12, 13 million, into the first hour. Let's do that. Let's just do that and see what the volume was in the first hour. That should be an interesting little exercise here because I always talk, um, it starts. So in the first half hour, there are 9 million shares traded. So once that, the machines start to pick that up, then there you go. It just adds to the momentum.
Yeah, uh, that's your big mover of the day, right? Is Robinhood, but I mean, Joel, we can talk about the airlines. We can talk about Apple. We can talk about Berkshire, which is finally, for the first time in how many days? Uh,
You want to talk about the reopening stocks before before
yeah,
we
I
do
mean, I
that? I
mean,
mean,
look at the airlines. Look at American Airlines today.
did it bust through that 18? A little bit, yeah. I mean, these things had, the reopening trade, right? Money moving around, and why not? This one, gap and go. I mean, off the open, oil was much lower. We know that's a
Yeah,
big component for as far as their expenses, but they had some momentum from yesterday. Look at that. Carnival Cruise Lines hops right above resistance on the open. What else do we have for? Let's go to some other. Let's go to RCL. I mean, with the talks in the war are going in the right direction.
yeah.
People they give some credence to the reopening trade,
I
so
don't know.
that's
I
that's
don't
on the
know.
upside. I
I don't
know, I
know.
know.
I mean, it's funny because we said, obviously everybody wants peace talks, peace to happen, and we said if that were to ever happen,
I know.
the
Well,
market
here we go.
would react in this way. But now that it has, and you know what? I'm not the only one. The Pentagon themselves, they also said we would be stupid to believe Putin right now. So it's not just me saying it; it's the Pentagon too. So like, I don't know. I'll believe peace when I see peace. In the meantime, Unfortunately, I must remain skeptical. Um, what
It's
else?
just
Yeah,
it's just I did see that too, and the market just it just not it's headline driven, but
I know.
it picks and chooses. It likes the good headlines and seems to be ignoring any bad headlines.
Yeah, yeah, it really has. Um, what was I just about to say? Oh no, yeah, I brought up Berkshire, right?
Oh yeah, Berkshire.
Although like so it's down today, right? It's down 1%, a whopping 1%, but the daily candle does not look like blow off toppy to me. So
No,
so
no. What did you get? I mean, just kind of a risk on day, right? And
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, kind of.
yeah, took out, opened right at the previous day's high, which was the all time high. And then, got a little bit above that 362.10. So, people are thinking, hey, I could just sell this thing on strength, right? Right? Just sell on the strength. And then when you came back down through that open, some, opening only traders probably, got, got onto that, and then you took out the all-time closing high from yesterday, and I mean it's just been an incredible run in it. So to see it have this kind of day is not all that shocking. Really, the worst. I think it's one of the worst days of the year.
That's not saying a lot, but
No,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you're probably right. You're probably right. Real fast, I mentioned the calendar this morning, so we will bring it up again right now. On the earnings front, not a lot, but a couple of names: Micron, Chewy, Lulu, RH, Sundial, PVH. That's Philip Van Heesen. All report earnings tonight. How is Micron doing into their report? We know it was up this morning. Oh wow, now that's an interesting day, in Micron, because you
Micron, yeah,
popped off the open.
yep. And look at that. I mean, not only could you have got that on a gap fill at the top of yesterday's range at 80.18, it also went red. Actually, went red on the session. 79.86 was your close from yesterday. It got down to 79.26. Uh, who knows what it's going to do after the report? I would just, one thing I'd be a little bit conscious of here, 82.97 was your high on May 7th, and you got just through it a little bit. No, you didn't quite get there today, 82.55. So let's just call up to 83. Minor resistance, but after that, things really open up to 87.42. On a decline, the buyers were lined up last week at 75. They didn't care about the gap. So if you get a sharp drop, look at 75 as potential support. Micron Technology.
Uh, how's Lulu doing?
Lululemon.
Same thing. Popped off the open. Some algo was doing some heavy buying.
Yeah. $5 higher open, and then they ran at another $17. Whew, boy, did you get through this? Wow, you had. I don't know if I mentioned this morning, but you did find some daily resistance, 355. You didn't quite get there. You didn't get to the pair highs at where was this? 355. Boom. 354, 44, and 54.85. But you did kiss this one, and that high was 353.62. So you did run in. Now didn't even quite get there. 53.39. But definitely the highs from today for the stocks that reported. This could be potential. And in this market, everything's potential when it comes to resistance levels.
Hey, have you looked at Square recently, or I'm sorry, Block recently? It's up nicely today. It's up 7%. But look at where it's at right now. We're on the doorstep of a nice round number, and
Hmm.
you're almost green for the year. Almost.
Yeah, I know Triple D is going to mention this one soon because I know he was in it and out of it, and I think he got out of it, and now he tried to buy it back. He's going to wish he was in it.
Mhm.
Nice move. We talk about that moving up with Bitcoin as a Bitcoin play, and that has moved up. This 150 area could be pesky over the next couple days. 51.50 and 52.70. Those were a couple highs before it really fell off the cliff and got into the $80 handle. Uh, wow, that was a while ago. Great percentage move, hit 149 today. So keep holding out for those upper targets. The way strong momentum market. Also, you can look at this is look at the March that it had. It had a 4-day March. Then you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consolidation. Boom! Perhaps starting another munch here. March north. S&P's short-lived decline there to 46.20, right back up at the highs of the session.
This is one of the reasons why I love our news desk here at Benzinga. A bunch of headlines that just came through about a legal decision in the drone industry.
Hmm.
This a Texas district court just overturned a law. The law banned the flight of drones over private property, and this ruling just overturned that law. So the news desk is on the money with some drone stocks here.
Okay, let's look at them.
A little quiet. I'm not trying to tell you that these are all gapping up right now because they're not. But GoPro makes drones. That one
GoPro. Oh,
just
wow.
made a new high of the day on that headline there.
Big level for GoPro. You GoPro traders, if there's any still out there. Bunch of resist. Let's see what happens here at 880. 1, 2, 3, 4 highs, 5 highs right there. Right there, right now. So we'll see if GoPro gets a hop on this one. What's the next one?
Yeah, there is a couple. So GoPro VISL is one. And these are this is a small one, and same with DPRO. These are both small ones, but they did just spike on that headline. So I would say keep an eye on them if you're into this industry. Keep an eye on those names because they
Okay.
could be moving here. And then Blind Trader. I just saw you on our channel a few minutes ago there. What? Yeah, UAVS potentially as well. Maybe. Yeah. Would it be good for? Oh, potentially. I don't know. I haven't looked at the actual. I've been on with you. I don't know. All I know is what the headline said. So I would advise you all to look into that more because I honestly don't know. But it seems like it'd be good for any commercial drone if you're now allowed to fly over private property. Does Joby have drone patents? I don't know. You guys are asking great questions. I have no idea. I have no idea the answer. But maybe a good idea worth looking into, Mo. Worth looking into. Someone had a stock in here before that I mentioned, or that they mentioned, oh, Joel, did you see Peloton today?
Nope.
You
Nope.
did?
Nope. Woohoo! Look at that. What? Any news or?
Two big volume spikes too. I don't know if you can see that on your chart. Big volume spikes. Yeah, there was a headline. It was not the headline that everyone's waiting for. It was a headline that basically just a new feature where you can connect TVs to Pelotons and or connect TVs to a bike and turn
Big
the bike.
move, big move for
Yeah,
Peloton.
yeah.
Had a nice move off that $20, and it looked like, hey, maybe we're gonna stall out at 30. You get a couple days of consolidation, take out the previous day's high, and nice to see it in the $30 handle. But that kind of fits the bill of dash for trash, right?
Yeah, kinda. I'm actually surprised though. This is the first I've looked at it all week, or at least in a week, and I mean, it has rallied, but not nearly to the extent that some of these other beaten down stocks did. So, speaking of that, how's Zoom doing? Yeah, 126.
Yeah,
I saw there was a bunch of people on my Twitter today talking about a new Zoom competitor that just came out of beta today. I forget what it's called, but it seemed like it was really, really cool. Not a public company, but seemed like it
how's
was a bit of a
how's
Zoom.
Kathy doing today? Look at that.
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
good day.
yeah.
Yep. Good day for Kathy. The move up, the consolidation, and No sign of a double top there. I mean, it did struggle here over $70 on a couple different days, 71.23, 71.38. This high back at that's up at 71.91. But good day for Kathy. We must get some seller balances here. We just dropped a quick 10 handles before flirting with the highs of the session. These I was just talking with another buddy of mine, and some of these 3:30 to 4 p.m. moves have just been wicked. So we'll see what happens. It actually started on Friday. On Friday, we had backed off, and we were back at the highs of the session. We backed off about 20 handles, and we up closing on the highs for the day. Be
Yeah,
careful this last hour here. Things are really moving around.
things are whipsawing like crazy. We have not. I guess you did mention oil a little bit, so I was going to say we haven't looked at energy, which is your only sector in the green and the red. Stop me if you've heard that before in the last couple of weeks here. Feels like a replay of the last decade, Joel, where
Definitely.
tech everything goes higher except for energy. So
That was well, I'm surprised at some of this energy. I mean, consider crude is right back. I'm under triple digits, and crude's rallied back now, down only 96 cents. So I guess the stocks are not as thrilled with this rally. Um, no, not at all. ExxonMobil is still down on the session. Good support at 80. We kind of been in a trading range here, 80 to 85, and kind of in the middle here at 82.50. But got over 90. Wow, not last couple weeks ago, and settling down a little bit. That's probably when crude spiked to 130 a barrel.
Joel, the higher we go every day, I get a little bit more. So like my opinions, and then we talked this morning about how opinions don't mean diddly squat, and your feelings mean nothing. But last week I had a little bit of FOMO, and but now we've passed the FOMO, Joe. Now we're at the point where now it's more like anger, and also I'm digging my heels in. You know what I mean? I'm digging my heels in, missing the last 2 weeks of movement. I would have loved to deploy some capital a couple of weeks ago. Alas, I didn't. But the more we get, the higher we go here, the more I'm digging in my heels.
One headline, man. That's all
I know.
it's gonna
I know.
take. I mean, and it's gonna be all when we're sleeping in bed. That
It's gonna come in like five
that
numbers.
headline. I mean, and then we'll be like, well, how did we fall for that rally? We knew that that this was going to happen, but that's a headline market, and that's what's driven it today, and that's what's been driving over the last couple weeks. So until
Yeah.
you get that negative headline
Yes.
when you're sleeping,
Yeah.
you just got to be prepared.
Yeah. I'm like pretty invested. I'm not fully invested, but I'm like pretty invested. But I could have bought some stuff. Alas, here we are, and I can't bring
Let's
myself
take a look at RAGs being
to
pretty
trade that.
persistent here. Trade
The
desk
trade that.
TTD
Well, it's technology.
target levels past post the breakout. Well, let's see what's going on with the trade desk. Haven't looked at this one in a long time. You did get the breakout there. Look at that, the consolidation. You had to move up. Uh, I mean, do you want to get crazy on this one and say that you had to move from wow 51 to 65, 14-point move, and $14 off that 63 low? Yeah, I could see 67, 60, or excuse me, 77, 78, even beyond that off that low. I'll just keep an eye on the daily highs there. And just see how it reacts at the daily highs, which you don't. Next one up is 76.82. So moving in the right direction. You just don't want to see it get up to these levels and then kind of stall, make a couple lows in the same area. But good patience on that one. Clean break over 70. And now just next short term target here, I'd use 76.82. Not seeing much at 78. The next 81.19. would be the next target after that for you. RAG.
Oh, this came up earlier on Benzinga Live, but did you see Penn National today? Penn Gaming having a very good day.
PENN. It's
Yeah.
due, man. These
Well,
have
it's
been due.
actually it's not just that; it's all the casinos. I think. Well, it's all the U.S. because Caesars also is having a good day. Yeah, it's kind of all.
Coming into resistance, though, I'd have to say. I mean, you never know
So is
if it can.
DraftKings. Holy, sorry to interrupt you.
That's
DraftKings
okay.
is up 10% today. I didn't just notice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's two
across the board.
bucks.
Yeah. $2. You're right.
45.41. You want to clear that, then work your way into the 46 handle, 46.45. Stopping kind of where it's supposed to today. 2 day move. How did we do yesterday? Yesterday was not a bad day. Slow to participate. Yeah, actually, it was only up 13 cents yesterday. It was actually down on Friday on a strong day. So a little bit of rotation here. But what you got for you pen traders, what you really got to keep an eye on is this 51.72. The high from last month, 51.71. The current high from this month is a ways away, 51.72. What do you need? And look at that. To get a green candle for the month, 51.35 was the way we ended up February. So
Yeah.
some work to do here, but you see you see the levels here on the dailies too. But if you're looking at this one, keep an eye on that 45.41. Make sure you get through that. And I saw DraftKings perking up too.
Yeah.
Gave you a chance to get in at a gap fill. 18.99, the high from yesterday. 18.71 low. Not much up here. If you could stay above this 28, 2089 was the high going back March 7th. 2093 today. Backed off just a little bit, but you get in that 21 handle. Not much in there up to 22 bucks. So got to clear
Yeah.
21 first.
So on tomorrow's show, Joel, we were supposed to have Luis Rivera, who is the director of tax at Tax File, who was going to talk taxes for day traders. But I got an email about an hour ago that he's going to have to reschedule, unfortunately. So we need a guest for tomorrow's show. So let's you and me figure that out at some point. At some point today, before tomorrow comes around. We are inside a minute into the close here. Looking like we're going to close near the highs, not at the highs, but near the highs of the day across the board. Yeah,
Another good day.
yeah.
Another real good day for the market here. Up the
Okay.
cash up 1.15%. I mean, we
Oh,
could just go look at it. Getting back to these January levels and some nice talk coming out of Ukraine and Russia.
that's a good idea, RJ. I'll reach out to Tim Quas, see if he's feeling better,
Okay.
because he was feeling under the weather yesterday. Someone just said to check Dutch Brothers. What's so cool about Dutch Brothers right now? Yeah, up 12.5%. Nice.
Let's check out,
Wow.
bro.
Dutch Brothers
This
is at its highest point in 5 months. There's your power.
A little bit of selling in, yeah. 65. I mean, you got a clear number tomorrow. If you're trading this tomorrow, you want to see it. First of all, hold the close, whatever that is. Looks like it's 62.77. Then punch through that 65 tomorrow. Might have a little problem doing it since you backed off over $2 from that. So
Yeah.
that's it, Spencer. Let me know if you hear from Tim or if you need me to get on the horn on a guest.
All right. I would do that, Joel. Everyone, that's a wrap for us. We are going live on the Benzinga Cannabis Insider show. Before I send you over there, a couple of quick announcements about tomorrow. Let me make sure I have all my links correct. I do. Tomorrow we're doing all the usual pre-market prep, live trading. After live trading, we're doing our special once a month list maker show. The theme is EVs. Going to drop the link in the chat to the page that we have to tell you who. We got some big guests. We got reps from Microsoft. We got Wejo. We got some big names coming on the show tomorrow. And then we will also be premiering part 1 of our 3-part series from a certain EV company in Texas. Remember a few weeks ago, Mitch was out for a couple of days because he went down to Texas. Click on the link in the chat right there, that YouTube link I just dropped, and you'll see the trailer for part 1 of that video. That's going to debut tomorrow around our List Maker show. So I'm done. Smash the like. See you tomorrow. It was fun. Cannabis Insider, go live right now.